Is Patriot Bank a tiny community institution, or is it a regional powerhouse flexing some serious financial muscle? That's the question we're diving into today. Forget the usual corporate fluff. We're going to dissect Patriot Bank's size, its reach, and what it actually means for you, the consumer, and the broader financial landscape. Think about your own banking experiences. Maybe you bank with a local credit union where everyone knows your name, or perhaps you're with a massive national bank with branches seemingly on every corner. Patriot Bank likely falls somewhere in between, but pinpointing exactly where requires digging into some key metrics. We can't just say big or small. Size in the banking world is multifaceted. We need to look at several indicators to get a comprehensive picture. So, let's put on our financial detective hats and start uncovering the story behind Patriot Bank's scale. One of the most straightforward ways to gauge a bank's size is by looking at its assets. This includes everything the bank owns, loans it has issued, securities it holds, cash on hand, and even its buildings and equipment. A larger asset base generally indicates a larger institution with more resources at its disposal. While specific, real-time asset figures fluctuate, publicly available financial reports and regulatory filings offer a snapshot of the bank's financial footing at a given time. Comparing Patriot Bank's total assets to those of its peers, other regional or community banks, will give us an initial sense of its relative size. Is it managing billions, or is it operating on a smaller scale with millions in assets? This difference has significant implications for the types of services it can offer, its lending capacity, and its overall market influence. Next, let's consider market capitalization, if Patriot Bank is publicly traded. This figure represents the total market value of the bank's outstanding shares. It's essentially what the stock market believes the entire company is worth. A higher market cap suggests greater investor confidence and a larger overall valuation. However, it's important to note that market cap can be influenced by market sentiment and doesn't always directly correlate with the bank's operational size in terms of branches or employees. If Patriot Bank isn't publicly traded, this metric won't be applicable, and we'll need to rely more heavily on other indicators. Another crucial aspect of a bank's size is its deposit base. This refers to the total amount of money customers have deposited into the bank's accounts. A larger deposit base signifies greater trust from the public and provides the bank with more funds to lend and invest. Examining the trend of Patriot Bank's deposit growth, or contraction, over time can also offer insights into its performance and customer acquisition efforts. Comparing its deposit figures to similar-sized banks in its operating region will provide valuable context. The number of branches and ATMs also gives us a tangible sense of a bank's physical footprint and customer reach. A bank with a vast network of branches across multiple states is likely larger in terms of physical presence than one with a handful of locations concentrated in a specific area. Consider the convenience and accessibility this network offers to customers. Does Patriot Bank primarily serve a local community, or does it have a wider regional presence? The density and geographic distribution of its branches and ATMs are key indicators. Furthermore, the number of employees can provide another perspective on the scale of Patriot Bank's operations. A larger workforce is typically required to manage a larger asset base, a wider branch network, and a greater volume of customer transactions. While efficiency gains through technology can impact this ratio, a significant difference in employee numbers between Patriot Bank and its peers could suggest a difference in overall operational complexity and size. Beyond these quantitative measures, we should also consider the scope of services offered by Patriot Bank. Does it primarily focus on traditional retail banking services like checking and savings accounts, mortgages, and auto loans? Or does it also offer more complex financial products and services, such as commercial lending, wealth management, and investment banking? A broader range of services often indicates a larger and more sophisticated institution with the expertise and resources to cater to diverse financial needs. The geographic reach of Patriot Bank is also a critical factor in determining its size and influence. Does it operate within a single state, or does its footprint extend across multiple states? A wider geographic presence typically signifies a larger organization with a more diverse customer base and potentially greater market share. Understanding the specific regions where Patriot Bank has a significant presence can help us contextualize its overall size within the broader financial landscape. Another important aspect to consider is Patriot Bank's market share in its operating regions. Even if a bank has a substantial asset base, its actual influence might be limited if it only holds a small percentage of the total deposits or loans in its key markets. Conversely, a smaller bank with a dominant market share in a specific niche or geographic area can still wield significant influence within that segment. We should also look at Patriot Bank's technology infrastructure. A larger bank typically invests more heavily in sophisticated technology platforms to support its operations, enhance customer experience, and manage risk. The scale and complexity of its online and mobile banking platforms, its data analytics capabilities, and its cybersecurity measures can provide clues about the institution's overall size and resources. Finally, let's not forget about acquisitions and mergers. Has Patriot Bank grown organically, or has it expanded its size and reach through acquiring other financial institutions? Examining its history of mergers and acquisitions can help explain its current scale and market position. A bank that has actively pursued acquisitions is likely to have grown more rapidly than one that has relied solely on organic growth. So, as we piece together these different aspects, assets, market capitalization, if applicable, deposits, branches, employees, services, geographic reach, market share, technology, and acquisition history, a clearer picture of Patriot Bank's size will begin to emerge. It's not just about one single number, it's about understanding the interplay of these different factors. To truly answer the question of how big is Patriot Bank, we need to go beyond simple comparisons. We need to understand its strategic focus. Is it aiming to be a dominant regional player, or is it content with serving a specific niche market exceptionally well? Its long-term goals and its strategic vision will ultimately shape its growth trajectory and its perceived size within the industry. Think about the implications of Patriot Bank's size, whatever it may be. A larger bank might offer a wider array of products and services, potentially benefiting customers with more complex financial needs. It might also have a more extensive branch and ATM network, providing greater convenience. However, larger institutions can sometimes feel less personal, and decision-making processes can be more bureaucratic. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.